All right, good evening, and welcome from Ibarra, Ecuador. And tonight, I'm going to show you what a typical hostel is like in Ecuador. So I'm staying at the Backpacker Hostel, and I'm going to give you some tips about hostels in Ecuador. Here's a gate. This one is very nice. It has a garden. There is a hammock. There are some chairs, and the rooms are inside the garden area in the little alcove. It's open air, which is very typical. And this one is actually pretty darn nice. And there's all the rooms. I am staying in room 7. Sorry about this boring part. And here is my room. So, as you can see, little painting. We have a messy bed, sorry about that. There's a dresser for your clothes. There's my bag. One thing, I know it's kind of silly, but I'm going to point it out anyway. It has the 3-prong outlet. Now, in many hostels, you will find the 2-prong, and you need an adapter, and that is not uncommon to need a 2-prong. I don't know why that got so blurry. Here is my bathroom. So you have a bathroom, and there's something. So you have a toilet. You don't flush toilet paper, so there is your trash can for that. Here's a mirror. All right. There's a plug. They provide a towel, toilet paper. Now this is what I really wanted to show you. So here is the electric shower for hot water. Now, you're like, okay, cool. Where is the hot water? The hot water nozzle. So what you do with these, there's only one. And to get hot water, you barely turn it on. So I barely turned it. You turn it just a little bit more. There. Now you have the water. And so when you barely turn it on, that is how you get hot water. If you turn it too much, it will only give you cold water. So cold water is when you turn it a bunch. Hot water is when you barely turn it on. So that's one thing to show all of you. Now, let me talk about this hostel. The lady is super nice, who I have worked with. She let me do my laundry for free. All I had to do was just buy detergent for 50 cents. There is a little kitchen area. It is an actual hostel, so there are dorm rooms. And they cost all of $6 a night for a dorm bed. Now, in the pandemic time, I do not sleep in dorm beds. So I like getting a private room with a bathroom, and that cost me $12 a night. So $12 for a private room. Yeah, you can spend $6, but it's a dorm room, and you never know who might show up. You know, I started traveling during the pandemic and sleeping in dorm beds. And one night, 2 guys from Europe showed up, and one was super sick. And I was like, oh shit, does this fucker have corona? So I switched to a private room that day. I was like, nope. And I have stayed in private rooms pretty much exclusively unless there was just no option. Like in the United States, it's just too expensive. So I'm not super happy about that. But yeah, here in Ecuador, $12 private room. So it's generally going to be somewhere $8 to $12 for just a regular private room. And let's see what else, if there's anything else. Um, this one I did book in advance because I just didn't feel like searching in Ibarra because Ibarra is a pretty big city, so there might, I didn't want to search and search and search for a hostel. But tomorrow I'm going to San Lorenzo, which is a small town on the coast, and I'm just going to show up in San Lorenzo and find something. It won't be a problem. Yeah. So keep in mind the electric over there in the bathroom, the electric shower heads, barely turn it on. That's how you get hot water. When I first started traveling and I saw those, and also don't touch the electric part when the water's on. Don't do that. You'll get shocked. So when I first started traveling in Central America or South America, I'd turn it so much, I'd be like, fuck, there's never any cold hot water. It's always cold. And then finally one time, one of the owners was being super nice and was like, okay, just remember, just barely turn it on. And I was like, oh, that's how it works. So yeah, remember that. But yeah, this is a pretty typical hostel in Mexico, South America, Central America. You find hostels like this all the time, and they're very cheap, good price. Yeah, so don't be afraid. You can go to a hostel and ask, and if you don't like the price, just say, "Oh, thank you," and leave and find another one. But I also use Booking.com a lot because I get discounts. So yeah, so I think that's it. Have a nice night. Peace.